Bonjour, and welcome to Cactus Corp. Sorry.
You're going to have to do that one again, aren't
Nope.
you?
The Pokemon Marathon by Cactus Corp. My name's Kevandre.
My name is Bobby. We're keeping that one.
We're keeping it. I'm not cutting that shit. So if watch the previous episodes if you want to understand what this is about. We basically pick our top 3 Pokemon from each generation. That's it. We're right now in Kalos, Gen 6, X and Y. Let's do it.
Sounds great. This one was really, really hard for me.
Yeah, there's not a lot of new Pokemon in this generation.
Yeah, because I never actually played X and Y.
You didn't?
I did not.
No.
I bought the game and I never played it.
Interesting.
Because I kept playing other stuff and then I ended up moving out here and then it just never actually happened. So most of this stuff I ended up, learning later.
X and Y came out in 2013.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't buy
3
it.
years.
I didn't buy it till much later.
Uh-huh.
I didn't buy it till I was about to move out here.
Wow.
So, yeah, shut the fuck up.
They're a little
Anyways,
generic, but they're good.
Yeah. So, my number 3, though, is going to be Zygarde.
Okay.
Right? Giant, green, black, snaky thing.
Yeah.
One, I like snakes. The whole serpent thing appeals to me as much as Kevandre hates it. I don't care. I like the colors. The green and black aesthetic goes really well together for me. So, that was always nice. I think it's a decently strong Pokemon. It's one of the few that I've actually used from this generation. So, that's nice.
Because you get it in the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that worked out very well. But overall, I just really like the design. And I kind of like the name, too, just Zygarde. It sounds kind of mean.
Yeah. His shiny form is toothpaste because all the black is replaced by white, so it's just white and
Oh.
teal color.
I don't care for that.
It's bad.
No, keep the
It's
black and
Baja
green.
Blast the Pokemon.
Black and green, I think, is a wonderful color combination. I absolutely love it. Red and black is slightly better
Yeah.
for me. But,
So,
you know,
why not Yveltal?
whatever.
Whatever.
Whatevs.
As for me, I same problems. Like I mentioned last time that I used Gen 5 Pokemon in my Gen 6, which is true. I used Golurk and Sigilyph and stuff on my team the first time through, and I didn't recognize them because I didn't play through all of Gen 5 at the time. And I'm like, oh, these are just Pokemon from this generation. I was wrong. So looking through the Gen 6 list was fun. My number 3 is Trevenant. Ghost grass type. Tree. It's a weird choice, right? You can kind of tell that I'm kind of reaching here. I liked the idea behind Phantom. You know, the kid lost in the forest, and then he becomes the Pokemon.
Yeah, okay.
It's all pretty interesting stuff. And a Trevenant I always thought was a really interesting thing. I also really liked finding the hordes of Trevenant, the horde battles, because there would oftentimes be one Sudowoodo in there,
Okay.
pretending that he was a Trevenant.
Okay.
It was hilarious and
Nice.
the best thing. But I really like Trevenant. I also really like his shiny form. He's kind of like an autumn kind of thing. Yeah, it's really good. I've used it before. It's not necessarily my favorite of the ghost or the grass type, but I really do enjoy it. And I like his design. So yeah.
Very nice. My number 2 is Sylveon.
Okay.
I like the whole flowy kind of design that they put on this one for the fairy type. I think this was my first fairy type ever. So that was certainly unique. I had to relearn all my holographs and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
it changes everything, right?
Yeah, all the weaknesses and strengths and all that stuff. So that changed a lot in the game. So it whole new sort of meta thing for me, which was super weird. But I really like the design. The whole little flowing ribbons coming out, the color scheme, that being just very nice, smoother colors. I love it.
I always thought the ribbons made of flesh were kind of weird. I didn't like that.
I mean, okay, sure.
Not my favorite Eon, but better than Umbreon.
You talk blasphemy. Well, let's face it, the evolutions are sort of like the best part of any Pokemon game.
Also true.
If your gym doesn't have an evolution in it, you're kind of fucking up.
Yeah, we didn't mention them in Gen 4.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, my number 2 is a source of vast frustration for me.
Oh, yeah?
It's Aegislash, or Aegislash, whatever. I really like the Steel Ghost thing. I thought that was a weird combination, but I thought it worked, and I really like the way that Aegislash works with his changing stances with the sword and shield or just the sword. It was pretty interesting, and I've used one in general through my Y playthrough that I keep talking about, where I was building a nice team for Kalos, and he kind of kicked ass. Now, in my Moon game, I've hatched like 600 fucking swords trying to get a goddamn shiny Hone Edge so that I could get a goddamn shiny Aegislash, and that's with the Masuda method stacked on top of the goddamn fucking shiny charm that I got. No fucking red sword.
Now, I know a lot of you are like, that's nothing compared to what I had to do back in my
No,
day.
I currently have 600 Hone Edge. I got rid of a lot of them.
Yeah, he was doing it for weeks.
Constantly.
He would just come home, breed those fuckers.
No red swords.
I mean,
Fuck!
enough that he probably should have had one, like,
Should've had
even
one.
without all the advanced methods that they had to get shinies in that game.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm unwilling to just go through and make all of them run away or put them all up on Wonder Trade or whatever, so it's... Fuck them. Anyway, it was still would have been worth it because Aegislash rocks.
Yes.
So, one of the standout Pokemon from Kalos, I think.
This one, for my number one, I chose sort of because a lot of people hate this one. Finnegan.
Okay. Yeah, I think if you were going to say Delphox, I was going to slap you.
No, a lot of people hate Delphox more, but that whole line, because of Delphox, a lot of people hate it, they dismiss it, they're just like, no, I don't have a problem with Delphox, but Finnegan is by far the cutest one.
Yeah.
I think it's a particularly great design early on. I don't like Delphox's design as much. It looks kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people also hate the moveset. I'm fine with it.
Oh yeah, Fire Psychic's a good choice,
Yeah,
right?
just the design looks a bit odd.
Yeah.
But the Finnegan one looks great. As a starter Pokemon, its goal is to look cute and get you to pick it, and I think it does that really, really well.
Yeah.
And I also have a soft spot for fires. And a lot of this is, like I said before, because people hate it, and I like the underdog. So it's just like, no, don't hate my foxy friend. He's fine.
Yeah.
It's great. And Finnex, in real life, are super cute, playful little critters with big fucking ears. And they deserve all of the love.
Yeah. I like Fennekin's design, and even Braixen I don't really have that much of a problem with.
Okay.
Delphox, I like what they were going for with the wizard aesthetic.
They really didn't pull it off well.
They didn't. I thought he looked so strange and not in a good way. But I loved the way that the starters all have their kind of like classic RPG thing, right? You know, Greninja's a rogue, and Chestnut is a warrior, and Delphox is the wizard.
Right.
I thought that was a really cool idea. And my number one is Greninja.
What is it?
Not a lot of that to do with Smash Bros. Though.
Really?
So in my Y version that I've talked about 1,000 times, I chose Froakie. Now, I was originally going to choose Froakie in the first place, right? Because I really liked all three of the base starters. I thought Chespin was cute, and Fennekin was cute, and Froakie was... I really liked Froakie's kind of bubble thing that he had going. And then, you know, the evolutions, I'm like, ooh, Quilladin, what the hell? Braixen, why are you a furry? But, you know, Frogadier, or whatever the fuck his name is, looks pretty good still. I again, liked the bubble aesthetic. And then when the starters leaked on VP, I hated Greninja's design. I was like, why are you trading in this bubble shit for a tongue scarf? That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. So I ended up going with Chespin the first time when I played through X.
Okay.
When I eventually just got over it and realized, oh, Chestnut's worthless and I fucking hate Delphox, I'm going to pick Froakie this time. And then Greninja was amazing. I really liked Greninja in my Y playthrough, and I've used him a few times since then. And he's got the Protean hidden ability, which is real good too, where it changes his type. Is good.
Yeah, he's definitely the strongest starter out of
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that gen, he's amazing.
So, yeah, and then, I had just finished my Y playthrough when they announced him for Smash Bros. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. But I was also having a crisis because they were clearly cutting my favorite Ivysaur at that time. So I couldn't really enjoy his unveiling when I saw Solo's art in that, and I'm like, fuck you, Sakurai. But, it's all good now. Ultimate brought them back, so it's all good. But Greninja, really good in Pokemon, and I also do really like him in Smash Bros. That doesn't really impact how I felt here.
Sounds good.
But yeah, alright guys, only one more to go.
Right, that's all of our list. Let us know what you think is your favorite, and let us know if you think ours are kind of crap. I know mine will probably get a lot of hate, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Next time, Alola.
Sounds good. See you then, guys.
See ya.
Bye.